The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
At Prairie Rose Family Dentists, we treat our patients like family. We have 14 highly experienced dentists with incredibly caring dental teams. We have more locations, more services, and extended hours to make sure your dental needs get fulfilled, your questions get answered, and you have the comfortable and high-quality experience you deserve. Call us or visit our website to schedule an appointment today. Prairie Rose Family Dentists. We are family.
Comes back away down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morelli's in, shoots, scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
The North Dakota Safety Council is dedicated to preventing injuries and saving lives by offering hundreds of safety courses. The NDSC helps workers return home safely every night and make sure schools are ready for any emergency. Our first aid training and defensive driving courses help save lives. We empower people through personal protection courses and operational risk assessments for businesses. We're a private, nonprofit organization committed to making North Dakota's homes, schools, communities, workplaces, and roads the safest in the nation. Learn more at ndsc.org.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck LASIK, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, in Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
Comes to Zent. He's all alone. Slam dunk.
Nice right-handed pass inside. Step back, Heinert. And she gets it to go.
It's time for North Dakota High School basketball on the PSP Network.
Gross crosses over. Fake the pass. Flips it up. Scored and he's fouled. Oh, what a nifty move there.
Now cutting into the lane is Lundy, but Fricky does it herself. Nice move by Maggie.
Here comes William Ware. He's going to go up and two-hand slam dunk. Took off from about 6 feet out, maybe 7, and just elevated the two-handed jam.
Now, let's go to the hardwood for this matchup's pregame show on the PSP Network.
Well, it was January 15th, 2019. That was the last time the Century Patriots defeated the Minot High Magicians. And tonight, the number 1 ranked team in the state plays host to the Minot High Magicians, the number 3 ranked team in the state right here in Lynette Olson Gymnasium. Hi, good evening, basketball fans. Scott Woodmansey alongside Chuck Claremont as we've got a dandy set for you here tonight on the PSP Network. Minot High comes in 16-2, 15-2, or 16-2, and then Century is 16-2 and 15-2 in the conference. And Century number 1, Minot High number 3. And it should be a fun battle here tonight. And this is going to be the first of 2 meetings within, well, let's just say, Chuck, less than probably 10 days. Maybe let's knock that down to about 6 days as these 2 teams will do battle once again, as this game was supposed to be played, but it's a makeup. But nonetheless, what a great matchup we're going to have in store for you tonight.
Yeah, anytime you get these 2 teams right now that are on a roll that have been playing so well this year, ultimately, when we'll dig into the poll, you got these 2 teams have been ranked number 1, 11 of the 12 polls during the season, and it just shows the quality of basketball that these guys have been playing all year. And, you know, Minot High and Century, they have such great athletes up and down their lineup, and that's really what's kind of separated them from a lot of the other teams. Tonight's going to be a big thing. We were talking matchups before the game and who's going to guard who and all this stuff, and then we, found out at the last minute that Century has an injury with Will Ware is going to be out, and that's something we'll truly talk about more, which is going to be, to me, a big turning point potentially for this game, is going to cause other kids to potentially step up.
Well, yeah, it's going to have to. And, I mean, and who is that going to be? And when we'll talk a little bit more about that as we roll on as Century again and Minot doing battle for the first time this season. Century, Chuck, you talk about ending the regular season, probably not the way they wanted to end the regular season with Minot. Then you got Mandan tomorrow, and then you got to turn around and go back up to Minot to end the regular season. So certainly not in their favor, but they can control their own destiny and whether they can get that number 1 seed going into the tournament.
Yeah, both teams can do that. Exactly right. When you get a chance to play each other 2 of the last 3 games and you're tied at the number 1 spot, so obviously there's not a tiebreaker. That game next week in the 22nd, right? This is the makeup game tonight. Next week is the standard game that they had set in the last game of the schedule for everybody in the West region. And, even Century playing Mandan, where before I think people looked at it going, oh, that's clearly, maybe chalk up a win for the Patriots. Well, anybody who was following basketball knew on Tuesday Mandan came out and really punched Bismarck High in the mouth in that second half and beat the Demons 100-95 and showed that, hey, they are worthy of being a team to contend with, as is Dickinson, who knocked off Century, as is Legacy, who's played well this year, as is St. Mary's. And so there's from 1 to 7, 1 to maybe even 8 when you go down to Jamestown, because Jamestown knocked off Minot early in the year, that you got, to me, any one of those teams could finish number 1 when you get to the end of the season in the playoff.
Yeah, and we look right now, Chuck, at those most recent basketball standings. As we said, Minot Century in at 15-2, Bismarck High 14-4, and here's the log jam, Chuck. Mandan, Dickinson 10-8, Legacy 10-9, and St. Mary's 8-9.
So there is, and keep in mind, it's the top 5 spots that will get that automatic bid into the West Region Tournament. So a battle there to be in that 5th spot. Appears Bismarck High is going to be in that 3rd. So really a battle for that 4 and 5 spot to get that bye into the West Region Tournament.
And then even going all the way down that, Williston and Turtle Mountain, they've played some tough games this year. So it isn't like it's check the box because we finished number 6 or 7 and we got an automatic victory. Now Watford City, they've struggled. They haven't won a basketball game. They're 0-17 in the year. But Williston, Turtle Mountain, those are teams, even though they're right now at 9 and 10, they have played some good games. They got some victories under their belt. 5 for Turtle Mountain and 4 for Williston. So you just never know. You want to get the automatic bid. You don't want to have to get a play-in game. So obviously Legacy and St. Mary's, they are going to be doing everything they can to kind of slip in that spot. Legacy only has 1 game left. Of course, it's against Bismarck High, so they've got their they got their hands full. I'm sure Bismarck High coming off that loss. Coach Wilhelm, if you watch the game on TV, he was not happy with his basketball team in that second half with their play they had. And I would imagine today they had, there's definitely some conversations. So when between Coach Wilhelm and his kids, they're playing up at Turtle Mountain tonight. We'll try to see if we can effort some scores of that one. But that's no gimme playing up at Turtle Mountain.
No, I just asked Minot about it. They had to go overtime to beat them up there. So,
absolutely.
So you're exactly right, as it should be a fun one here tonight. Also, West Region Hockey going underway. We'll get you updated on that. Other games being played. Century Girls across the river over in Mandan. So lots to bring to you right here on the PSP Network. Also, you can catch that Century Legacy hockey game taking place right now. Nick Hallberg has the call for that one on the PSP Network. As our pregame show rolls on with more from Minot Olson Gymnasium. When we come back, we'll take a look at inside the Patriots and the Magicians. You're listening to West Region Basketball on the PSP Network.
Thanks for buying some room.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Yeah, welcome back to Minot Olson Gymnasium. Scott Woodmansey, Chuck Claremont with you. Glad to have you aboard on PSP Network. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Chuppy Clinic. Chuppy Clinic offers more than basic adjustments of the spine. Chuppy Clinic is concerned about the overall health and wellness of each patient and offer care and service to meet the greater demands of your current health needs. Find them online at chuppy.com. And Chuck, we take a look, first of all, at the Minot High Magicians, the visitors. Number 3 in the state of North Dakota, coming off a rough loss at Jamestown. But certainly, Chuck, I guess this is a team similar like last year's team when we talk about it every time we cover Minot that really wasn't picked to do much in the West Region. And if you where they were at and the number 3, I guess, in the WDA. But I think it was more or less is that Dean Winchesky wasn't quite sure what he had coming back other than Dissett and Wentz.
Yeah, he had 2 studs, obviously, 2 all-region kids, and Derek Dissett, who's also a second-team All-Stater, and Eric Wentz, so definitely kids to build off of. And then he knew, in his own mind, we heard him in some preseason stuff talk about how he really liked his kids, Morgan Nygaard and Logan Conklin, as a sophomore, a 6'4", big, strong kid, as well as Jagger Gunville in terms of how this kid can shoot. And so he liked his team, and people put him number 3 in the West Region behind Century and Bismarck High. And so now they've just shown how good a basketball team this is. And you got, I don't even want to call him Batman and Robin. I mean, between what Dissett's doing, clearly he's the man, right? He's your Batman. He's averaging 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and he has been so solid the entire year. You look at his numbers. I mean, he's got He's broke the 30-point barrier a couple times. He's broke 25 a couple times. I mean, so he has just been this consistent scorer and the guy that you can give the ball to at the end of the basketball game to win the game for you. And that's what they had last year in Martinez. And that's what so many teams don't have. And so having a guy like that, the it guy, and also a guy like Wentz that is not afraid to take the big shots. So, Minot is just a super quality team. Obviously, very well coached with Coach Dean Winchesky as he's in his 14th year. You add 8 more with Dickinson, so that's 22-plus years of experience that Coach Winchesky has, including 2 state championships with Dickinson, and then the 5 titles he's had overall, 3 with Minot. So, I mean, Minot they're feeling really good about themselves right now.
Well, too, and we've been given some inside information of our partner Todd Domery's listening, is that pay attention because there's going to be something that's going to happen during this game that he likes to visit about a little bit. So you'll know when it happens. Nonetheless,
this is a secret now. I don't even know what's going on.
Well, yeah, you do. Coach Winchesky told you about it. Huh?
I got you.
Yeah, he told you about it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You're talking about? I got one of Todd's pet peeves. Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Stay tuned for fouls, friends.
Yeah.
And exactly. So,
Chuck, we look at the Century Patriots and Century. You talked about it, William Ware, and anytime you look at that, and that's going to be a big loss for them, particularly the stretch they've got to go on here with the 3 games, and now it's going to be a matter of who's going to step up and who are we going to see maybe get some extra minutes coming off that bench. We've told that Burst is going to take that starting spot, but who's going to be that 1, maybe 2, and maybe 3rd guy to come off the bench and give Coach Mattern some key minutes in this basketball game?
Yeah, and just to give everybody even a little more insight, as Coach Mattern told us beforehand, we asked him about injuries, and he said, well, we got a fairly significant one, Will Ware concussion against St. Mary's, ran into a back pick, right, Scott?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a back pick, so he's out with a concussion, and Coach Mattern said it could be until the West Region tournament, which that's significant. We just kind of touched on the standings in terms of, hey, you got Minot twice and you got Mandan. So having a guy like Will Ware, who we call him the utility knife. This kid can guard 1 through 5. He can score. He can defend. He can do so many things. And he was a guy that I had in my matchup that, hey, you got a matchup, whether it's Desette Ware, Desette Doppler, Ware Wentz, whatever, and now you take that kid out, and who's going to be that guy to step up? And I always like that it gives other kids an opportunity. And Tyler Burst, we've watched him play all season, and he's been like one of their first or second guys off the bench, and he's always been that defensive guy, that gritty defender, and he's going to have to do the same thing today.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough task. Chuck, too, the history of these two teams, and you look at, 2019, the last time Century knocked off Minot High. Do you think something like that's in the back of their minds?
Well, it's got to be. It's a 5-game winning streak, as you've mentioned. Back in 2009, hey, Cade Feedy and Trayton Mattern, that was back in the days when they were there. They won in overtime, and so they beat them the last 2 times in 18-19, the last 2 times in 19-20, and then the last game they played last year in February, where Minot rolled big by 20 on their way to a second-place finish in the state championship. And so ultimately, Minot has had Century's number. And so this year, I can tell you, Century was kind of foaming at the mouth going, hey, we want to come back and get at Minot. And so where is this going to come? As one of my keys was pound the ball inside to Erickson, as I look down as you're watching the game, where Erickson's shooting 27-7-foot jump shots. If I'm the head coach of Century, I want to walk down and tap him on the back and say, big fella, they're going to need you on the block. You are the PSP key to the game, that your butt's inside doing the jump hooks you're working on right now. It isn't going to be how many threes you knock down, I can tell you right now.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And certainly we see he has been very effective, too, down there, Chuck, when he gets down there. He does such a good job. He's got good footwork and does a smart keeping the ball up high. And your favorite word, he chins it quite a bit. And,
I'm impressed with this kid. Early in the season, we had
some really improved in that area.
Yeah, exactly, Scott. And we had some negative comments. Just some constructive criticism saying against Legacy, he didn't do a good job when he got double-teamed in terms of how he passed out of the double team, in terms of rebounding, that he wasn't necessarily going strong at the rebound. Man, I have just been impressed. He has taken over. He's worked out of the double team so much better than he did against the first time they played Legacy. And then rebounding, man, when the ball's up in the air, he goes and gets it. The big guy, 6'10", big shoulders. He's worked hard in the weight room, and he's really challenged himself to get better from the rebounding side, and it shows.
Well, let's give you a look at the most recent Class A boys and girls basketball poll, Chuck. As we said, Century at 1 on the boys, Davies 2, Minot 3, West Fargo 4, and Bismarck 5. And it's really pretty much been that way back and forth all year long. The girls' side, Century 1, Minot 2, Cheyenne 3, Bismarck 4, and Davies 5. And not a lot of changes there either.
No, and Century just kind of flip-flop. Minot was number 1 last week. They got knocked off of Jamestown, just kind of fell down a couple as Davies slipped up there, playing great basketball. As a matter of fact, you can see the breakdown. You can see the breakdown as far as ultimately with people not knowing who to pick. Century's got 10.5, Davies 2.5 votes, Minot even 4. So people are surely messed up in terms of who they want to pick for number 1. And the girls' side has one thing to know. That's a big game over at Mandan. Big because Century has Logan Nisley back, who missed the last couple games because of that ankle injury, and I know she's playing tonight. So they're going to welcome her back, hoping they can extend that Century winning streak to 44.
Yeah, 44 games.
Did you know that the record is 76 games for girls? If they win the rest of their games this year and all their games next year, they'll have 77 victories. That's a little foreshadowing that whether it happens or not, I don't know. But I'm just throwing it out there, just saying.
Yeah, that's certainly interesting. Well, too.
Minot girls might have something to say about that.
I'm guessing they probably will, as the West Region Hockey Tournament taking place down here at the VFW as well. It wouldn't be tournament time as we've already got an upset. We're going to go right in the national anthem as we'll take a national anthem timeout. We come back, starting lineups and opening tap next. Minot Century back with more after this timeout.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
At Prairie Rose Family Dentists, we treat our patients like family. We have 14 highly experienced dentists with incredibly caring dental teams. We have more locations, more services, and extended hours to make sure your dental needs get fulfilled, your questions get answered, and you have the comfortable and high-quality experience you deserve. Call us or visit our website to schedule an appointment today. Prairie Rose Family Dentists. We are family.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Well, welcome back to Lynette Olson Gymnasium as we are recognizing the Horizon Middle School basketball players. So get some recognition here tonight in Lynette Olson Gymnasium as we take a look at the starting lineups. We'll get to that West Region tournament, hockey tournament for you after that. As starting at one guard will be Morgan Nygaard. He's 5'10 and a junior. And at another guard will be Eric Wentz, 6'3 and a senior. At 1 forward will be Derek Doucette. He's 6'4 a junior. And at the other forward will be Logan Conklin, 6'4 and a sophomore. And the guard spot will be Jigger Gunville. He's 5'11 and a junior. Their head coach, Dean Winchesky, in his 14th season. For the home team on the scoreboard of Century Patriots, starting at one guard will be Isaiah Schaefer, 6'1", and a sophomore. At another guard spot will be Tyler Burst. He's 6'2" and a junior. One forward will be Anthony Doppler, 6'4" and a junior. And Connor Trahan, 6'5" and a senior at the other forward in the middle, the big fella. Ryan Erickson, 6'10" and a junior. Their head coach in his 13th year is Darren Mattern. So it will be Doppler, Trahan, Schaefer, Erickson, Burst. And for Minot, it will be Nygaard, Wentz, Dessett, Conklin, and Gunville. As we can tell you in that West Region Hockey Tournament opening round game, Jamestown knocked off Mandan 3-0. Bismarck High outlasts Williston 6-4. And then in the opening night game, it was the number 7 seed, Bottineau. They knock off the number 2 seed, Minot High, 3-2. So there's your first upset there. And then going on right now is Century and Legacy, the number 3 and the number 6 seeds at the VFW.
And the crowd, I was expecting a packed crowd, but that might be part of the reason is Century boys are playing hockey tonight, obviously. So you're going to have definitely some fans are going to be at that game. So hopefully with those fans that are watching the hockey game, they got their phones on, locked up to PSP, watching the basketball game right here.
Yep, tonight's game brought to you in part by the Medicine Shop of Bismarck. They're proud to support local athletics. The Medicine Shop offers free delivery, and you can get your flu shot at the Medicine Shop. Here we go. Minot High comes out in the road maroons. Gold, white trim, and Century in their home whites. The navy numbers with red trim. Ball's in the air. Tip's going to be controlled by Wentz of the Magi. He dumps it off to Nygaard, and Nygaard's going to set the offense for Minot High. As they look top of the key, there's Trahan that pokes it away. Trahan, and he tried to dribble through traffic, run down by Burst, and Burst hesitates to the tin and scores it off the window. Tyler Burst gets the first 2 for Century.
Yeah, Trahan with the steal, and Burst picked it up and finished it.
Back with it come the Magi. Here's Dessett, step through move in the lane, hangs, shot no good. Rebound, Conklin, his shot back up no good, and Doppler comes out of there with it for Century.
Not a block by Erickson Scott, but surely a contest.
And Burst runs it into the left side, hesitation move. Now he reverses, nope, nowhere to go. Now to Doppler. Here's Doppler to Trahan on the right wing, guarded by Wentz. Erickson ripped it, lost it, picked up by Schaefer. Schaefer jumper off the right elbow. That one's too strong. Long rebound to Gunville. Gunville slows it up, lets his teammates catch up, and now he's on the bounce. Now comes near side to Wentz, up high to Nygaard. Around the wheel they go in the right corner to Conklin. Now they give it to Wentz. Wentz skips it, left side, not Nygaard. Nygaard goes baseline. He rises up and scores it, does Morgan Nygaard.
Smooth play by Nygaard. Little crossover. Was not going anywhere near Erickson on the play. Pulled up from 10 feet in the baseline.
2-2 our score. 16.5 to go. Opening half of play here from Century. Doppler guarded by Dessett. Doppler step back is too strong. One and done for Century. And Wentz comes out of there with it. Here comes Nygaard. Nygaard back out high to Dessett. Guarded by Doppler. Dumps it off Conklin. Conklin attacks. Poked away by Burst. Now Burst digging in there, and we're going to get a jump ball, and it's going to go to Century.
Conklin never did get control of that, Scott, and good help defense by Schaefer and Doppler kind of going down there, Doppler digging it out and forcing a tie-up.
So Burst will control for Century. He runs it in the front court, gets it Trahan. Now they go left wing Schaefer. Gunville guarding him. Now here's Trahan, or not, it's Doppler. Now Trahan on the right wing. Looks inside Erickson. Now he's doubled up. Erickson is. Now they find Doppler. Straightaway 3 for Anthony. That one rolls around and comes off to set the rebound for Minot High. The set. He's going to attack. Oh, has it taken away by Burst. Here comes Tyler Burst. Burst. Foot race. Lays it up. Misses it. Doppler to follow and scores it for Anthony Doppler.
Good steal by Burst. Couldn't finish on a good contest by Minot, but Doppler just great hustle in the follow-up putback.
4-2, Century by a deuce. 15:25 to go, opening half of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Dessett with it. Dessett on the bounce, left elbow. Now free throw line, gets it off to Gunville. Gunville's going to fire a long 3, back iron. Erickson rips it out of there. Nope, he loses it, and they're going to get a foul. It's going to go against Conklin.
It's the big guy getting in there, going and getting that rebound. He had a hold of it, had it up high, and Conklin grabbed a hold of the arm.
4-2 our score, 15:14 to go. Opening half of play here from Lynette Olson Gymnasium. Trahan goes baseline left, cut off there, and wraps around to Erickson. Erickson, dangerous pass, burst, gathers it, and with the left hand, no good. Doppler flies in there, and Doppler with the board and the putback.
Nobody's boxing out Doppler right there with the left-handed rebound putback.
Century by 4 at 6-2. Here's Wentz. Trahan guarding him. He skips it cross court to Dissett. Dissett's going to fire for 3. That one's up and good for Derek Dissett.
Hey, and Dissett, 11 for 49, under 20 or 47, under 25%. But when you score up, you got nobody in front of you. You got to take that look.
Minot back to within 1 at 6-5. Erickson wanting it down low. Now they reverse it. Schaefer. Schaefer goes baseline left, reverses the dribble, comes back out high to burst. And we're going to get a foul, and I think that's going to go on Conklin.
Yeah, Conklin trying to push the big guy. Erickson, good job by him. Got on that weak block, or that weak side block, waiting for the ball to get reversed around to him. And Conklin trying to motor grade him out of there, but he's got a big body. He's got to push.
Grayson Schaefer comes in now for Minot High. Here's Erickson. Finds Trahan. Trahan loses it. And it's going to go off Trahan. Good hustle there by Nygaard. And it'll go back to Minot High, trailing by 1 at 6-5.
Well, that's one thing, Erickson. Good recognition of where to pass it, but he's got to keep his feet, right? You can't jump in the air and throw that pass.
Here's Nygaard, hounded by Schaefer in the front court. Gets it off to Wentz. Now Schaefer, now back to Wentz. Wentz puts it on the floor, attacks. Nice wraparound pass. Schaefer layup good.
Wentz shows he can take it off the dribble and got it right into the heart of the defense. Erickson had to come over and help, and a great dump off.
Minot by 1 at 7-6. Here's Trahan, guarded by Nygaard. They look down low to Erickson. Erickson falls down. Now here's Doppler. Doppler leans in on the set. Tough shot contested. Ball rolled around in the hands of Nygaard. Erickson, they're going to say Erickson got fouled.
They're going to say he got fouled on the ground, and that was a kind of a force by Doppler there, trying to make something happen, threw up a tough look, and nobody was expecting where the rebound came. Erickson grabbed a hold of it, made the shot, but got fouled beforehand.
Lob into Erickson, point blank range, goes up, and the big fella scores it.
Playing with little kids, when you got a 6'4" guy who looks small, you know you're big.
8-7, Century back up by 1, 13-25 to go here in the opening half. Here's Wentz with it. Wentz jabs, now goes baseline on Trahan. Tries to find Dissett. Dissett losing it. Now he gathers. He's triple teamed. Now Nygaard, good closeout there by Doppler. Weak side rebound to Schaefer. Schaefer goes up, blocked away by Erickson, but Doppler can't save it from going out of bounds, and it'll stay with Minot.
Good block by Erickson. That's 20th block of the season. He's up there in the top 5 in the West Region in blocks, as he should be.
Yeah, that's exactly right. As Wentz inbounds it to Dissett, guarded by Doppler. Dissett rises up from 15 and scores it. Dissett.
I'd call that a good jump shot. When he elevated, he went way up over Doppler even from at the 15-foot line.
And Doppler not a bad leaper either.
Exactly.
Erickson, he tried to find Doppler, and Doppler going to say Doppler was out of bounds.
Second turnover for the Patriots.
Substitution coming in for Minot High. That's Eric Winchesky.
Son of Coach Dean Winchesky, having a good season off the bench for the Magicians. Just a freshman, averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds.
Trayton Hinder comes in for Century. Brady Dahl in for Century. 9-8, Minot High by 1, 12:42 left to go. Opening half of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Nygaard with it. Nygaard, now Wentz. Wentz, wide open 3, sets in and out. Rebound tipped around in the hands of Trahan. Outlet to Hinder. Hinder runs into the front court, hands off Schaefer. Schaefer crosses over on Winchesky. Free throw line, nowhere to go. Now back to Hinder. Now up high, Doppler. Doppler looks. Now he backs out and resets. Now they hand off Schaefer. Here's Doppler. Doppler, he's going to fire right side 3. That one too strong. Weak side rebound comes down to Wentz. Eric up the near side on the bounce. Gets in the lane. Attacks. Maybe take one too many steps. Here's Winchesky with it. Eric now back out to Wentz. Wentz, he's going to fire a long 3. That one's going to be off. And Doppler rises up, and he's going to be fouled from the backside. And that's going to be 2 on Grayson Schaefer, who came in for Conklin with 2 fouls.
Yeah, and good box out underneath by Doppler. Sometimes when you're so athletic, Schaefer just a freshman, he got way up in the air on that one, Scott. Sometimes you think you can get every offensive rebound. good hustle there, but just good box out by Doppler.
Jalen Martinez checks into the ball game for Minot. Minot leads by 1 at 9-8, 11:44 left to go here. Opening half of play. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP network. Here's Brady Dahl with it. Dahl, he attacks, nothing there. Now to Schaefer, turns, fires. He's going to be bumped by Gunville. And is that going to be 3? I believe it is it not?
Yeah. Oh, totally. And Coach Winchesky, I thought he was in the statue pose for a second there because it was a tough shot by Schaefer. I mean, I was going to just kind of comment that probably not the shot you want, but he drew 3 fouls, and Schaefer's 70+% free throw shooter. I mean, the way he's shooting at the 3 for the season is just ridiculous, where he's on the season, Schaefer 70 for 144, so just short of 50% in the season from threes.
Well, Schaefer gets the second after missing the first.
Big brothers, I'm sure, are watching. Taylor, well, actually, Big Brother might not be because Taylor, his brother's coaching for the Demons. His middle brother, Ian Schaefer, both Bismarck High products.
10-9. Century by 1. Martin left corner. They go. Here's Winchesky left corner 3. Ooh, he misses everything.
That was the Iniani over.
Into the hands of Hinder. Finds Doppler on the trail. Doppler, he goes by the set. The set contests. Ball comes off. Winchesky the weak side rebound. Winchesky. Here's Gunville. Now Gunville jump stop in the lane. Nice bounce pass to set. Reverse layup up and good.
Just shows Gunville. I mean, he's at 3-point threat, but he put it on the floor, drew the defense, and another easy layup for Dissett.
And we got a Hubbard National Insurance timeout on the floor. 11:02 to go here in the opening half on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Minot 11, Century 10. Back with more on the PSP network after this timeout.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Well, Hubbard National Insurance. Contact your local Hub agents, Leif Olson and Josh Cattell, for your personal insurance needs. You can call them at 355-3100. Reminder, coming up at halftime will be our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show. Legacy Financial Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. You can visit them at planwithlfp.com. As Darren Mattern takes a quick timeout. And the Century Patriots have it, trailing by 1 at 11-10. Here's Schaefer. Schaefer right in the face of Gunville. Comes off hard. Nygaard the rebound. Nygaard up the far side. Little shimmy shake move. Martinez, diagonal pass to Gunville. Now Martinez off the pass from Winchesky. Here's Nygaard. Now Gunville. Now to Wentz. Wentz attacks, kicks left corner Nygaard. Now Gunville. Gunville on the bounce, 8 to shoot. Martinez spins, shot fake. Now Gunville, left side 3, rolls off, rebound to Doppler.
His 4th rebound of the game already, Scott.
Doppler, left corner to Trahan. He catches, fires for 3. Bingo for Connor Trahan.
And he loves that corner. He just seeks out those corners. High arcing 3-point, beautiful rotation.
13-11. Patriots by 2, 9:57 to play here in the opening half. Ooh, spin move, Martinez. And from point-blank range, Jalen Martinez answers the bell.
Does that look familiar? Big brother may have taught him that one, right?
13-all. Here's Trahan, finds Dahl with it. Brady now gets it off to Doppler, guarded by Wentz. Doppler, jump shot, left elbow, got it.
He's similar to Dissett. They love that mid-range game. And, a little 1 bounce, 2 bounce, rise up.
Doppler with 6. Back come the Magi, Gunville. Here's Martinez from the left corner. That one's going to roll off. Rebound in the hands of Brady Dahl. Dahl's going to work it up the floor for Century. They lead by 2 at 15-13 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. BNC Bank, financial solutions for your life and business. Customer-focused, community-driven, the bank for business people. Here's Trahan in the left corner. Trahan goes baseline, now gets it off to Schaefer. Schaefer, fall away shot in the left corner is up and good for Isaiah Schaefer.
A degree of difficulty, about an 8-5, dribbling away from Gunville, hits the fadeaway.
17-13, Century by 4. Here's Winchesky. Now Gunville. Now Nygaard. Nygaard gets in the lane, jump stop. Nowhere to go. Now back to Gunville. Martinez. He attacks. Now to Winchesky. Now to Gunville. Gunville, he's going to fire a long 3. That one too strong. And Winchesky.
Oh! Wowie. That was an athletic play. And Eric Winchesky goes flying over the top of the Century Patriot guys on the end. The bench, the one guy's still looking in disbelief as he just popped right back up like, I'm good, I got it.
I got it. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Tires Plus. When shopping for tires, shop Tires Plus.
I think he's bleeding potentially.
Oh, yeah. All brands under one roof with guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. You can't go wrong with Tires Plus. Visit them online at TiresPlusND.com. And the substitution to set in, also coming in there now, is Domstein as well for Minot High. Burst back in there for Century, gets it off to Schaefer. Now in the ball game for Century, that is Drew Kemple in the ball game.
Just a freshman.
Yep, here's Schaefer. Off balance shot, no good. Erickson runs it down. Erickson left wing 3, no good. Into the hands of Kemple. He goes up and puts it in.
Air ball, but right there on the weak side was Drew Kemple, the freshman, just checked in the basketball game.
Well, there's a guy that we're going to see, Chuck, that's going to fill up some of those minutes by the loss of William Ware, as Kemple gets 2 coming right off the bench.
Good athlete, too, as a freshman. Not that he shouldn't be. I mean, not that he'd become an athlete after a freshman, but.
Hand back and a good shot fake there by Burst. Got Wentz up in the air, and that's going to be his first. That'll be the 16th foul on Minot Century yet to commit a foul.
We talk about kids come West Region where, hey, there was a JV game tonight. Some of these kids played 2 halves or 1 half. It changes how many minutes you can play. Well, you get to the West Region, you don't have those restrictions, and guys like a Jalen Martinez, like a Kemple, like guys like that, they're all of a sudden going to be that much more important.
That's exactly right as they go high post. Now here's Kemple with it on the left wing. Kemple puts it on the floor, attacks, gets it off Erickson on the left elbow. He goes Hinder, throws it out of bounds as he thought did Erickson that Hinder was going to move the one way, move the wrong way, and turn it over.
Third turnover for the Patriots. Good idea again, just bad execution.
6-point lead for Minot High, or for Century. 19-3 to set attacks. Guarded by Kemple. That's a tough job there. Right corner 3 by Domstein, no good. Weak side rebound by Burst. He says, all right, settle down. Runs it up the floor to Burst. Now goes right down Broadway, kicks Kemple, right corner 3. That one's short. Rebound to Nygaard. Nygaard wants to run, hounded by Schaefer. Nygaard kicks the left corner. One more pass. Wentz, he sets, fires for 3. That one's short. Domstein the rebound. They're going to get Erickson with the foul.
Great hustle by Bryce Domstein. The senior, that's what he comes in for. Now they're going to get a warning on the bench. A technical foul on the Minot High bench. And actually, I mean, I'm not sure what Coach Winchesky said. I mean, ultimately his guy, Domstein, did a great job getting an offensive rebound. Now, potentially he wanted a foul maybe underneath on the missed shot, but the official who was on the opposite side of the floor.
Who would they call that foul on? Was that on Erickson?
Yes, absolutely. It was on Erickson on the rebound. So now you're going to send.
Schaefer will go to the line and shoot.
And Schaefer, a 80% free throw shooter.
Makes that one, makes it 20-13. Schaefer will have another one, and he gets them both.
I mean, short. There's in a game like this, I mean, you have officials just kind of short and quick with, they're not going to take anything from the coaches. They're going to set the tempo right away saying, hey, we're not going to take anything. There you go. And I'm going to guess Coach Mattern, he saw that, and he's like, okay, I guess my leash is a little shorter right now.
21-13. Says Burst attacks, and caught underneath the hoop, kicks it out. Doppler shot fake. Now it goes baseline. Skips it to Burst. Lobs inside Erickson and saved by Kemple. Cutting Doppler. Doppler left-handed layup, no good. Erickson. They're going to get a jump ball as Dissett and Erickson battled for it.
That was a great hustle by the freshman Kemple. Cracked that down, and then good backdoor cut by Doppler. Just could not finish with the left-handed layup.
6:14 to go, opening half of play. 21-13. Century leads on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey with you from Lynette Olson Gymnasium.
Good to see Winchesky right back in the game, Scott. He's
Yep.
all right.
Right side three. That one rolls off for Minot High. That was Jack Kaiser.
Kaiser has not made a three, only attempted one in the season.
Erickson, tough move and missed it, and then he's going to get called coming back for the rebound, and that's going to be 2 on Ryan Erickson, second personal.
Try to go talk to the official, tell him, hey, he fouled me. That's just saying, I don't think so. If he'd have fouled you, he'd have called it.
Nygaard will run it in the front court for Minot High, guarded by Kemple. Now they get to Wentz. Wentz attacks down the lane, tough shot, and we missed it.
Uh-oh, big one here, Scott.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they're going to call it on Erickson as Erickson came over late to help out. That's going to be 3 in the big man. He will definitely be coming out. Love the aggressiveness of Eric Wentz on that.
Yeah, and that's going to change the landscape of this game with Ryan Erickson on the bench.
Well, the landscape was already changed with William Ware. He's out.
Yeah.
Now you take out your other big. Ware averaging 5 rebounds. Erickson 12 a game. So you got, that's 17, 18 rebounds you're taking out.
And Wentz gets them both.
That stopped an 8-0 run by the Patriots.
21-15. Century by 6. 5.5 to go. Opening half. Burst on the bounce. Comes up high to Dahl. Dahl now to Trahan. He's going to have to play a bigger role in this one. Trahan. He's the only guy with really any size out there other than Doppler. There's Doppler. He catch fire 3. That one rebounded by Wentz. Kicks up the left side to Set. Attacks the middle of the lane. Guarded by Doppler. Now here's Winchesky. Winchesky spins. Nowhere to go. Now kicks it in the right corner. That's Kaiser. That was a long 3 by Wentz. That one's wide right, and it'll come down to Trahan.
That's Wentz's third 3. None of them have been close.
And Burst parts the seas, hangs in the lane. That one too strong. Rebound comes down to Wentz. Here comes Winchesky up the far side. Back to Wentz. Here's Kaiser. Kaiser, he rises up and buries it. This Jack Kaiser.
Well, somebody tell Jack Kaiser he only is averaging 0.6 points a game as he came in. That was a pretty good offensive move right there as he went to his right, pulled up a little fadeaway.
21-17, 4:25. Here's Doppler. Tough shot off the window, no good. Rebound in the hands of Dissett. Dissett gets in the middle of the lane, stops, pushes off, leans in, shot too strong, rebound, and that's going to go against Brady Dahl, I do believe, from the backside.
Yeah, good take by Dissett. Put his head down, went right at Doppler. Doppler got pushed way back as he was trying to retreat, which put Dissett in a perfect position for a rebound.
We'll have our
what's going
Legacy
on now?
Financial.
What? I missed what's going on.
Legacy Financial Planners halftime show coming up. I think that was a bench warning or something. Here's Dissett. His long 2 is no good. Rebound to Brady Dahl.
Second rebound for Dahl. He's one of those guys going to have to come in, put some more good minutes on the floor.
Now he has it in the front court. Here's Schaefer. He turns, fires straight away 3, rolls off, and rebound to Wentz. Wentz is going to work it up the front court, reverses his dribble. Now he's going to attack on Trahan, leans in, shot no good. Good defense there by Trahan, and taken away by rebound taken down by Doppler. Here comes Schaefer back on the other end. Double clutch, no good. Here comes Winchesky the other way from Minot High. Winchesky, Dissett, 1 bounce, stop, reverse layup, up and good for Derek Dissett.
You're just such under great control when he gets the ball down deep like that, Scott.
And we got a timeout on the floor. 3:28 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Opening half of play. Century 21, Magi 19. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
21-19. Century leads this one by 2 with 3:28 left to play here in the opening half as they have the basketball. Burst controls guarded by Winchesky. Schaefer, Dahl, now the right corner, they go to Trahan. Trahan goes baseline, kicks left corner. Here's Schaefer. Schaefer, high left side 3, rolls off, rebound Winchesky.
Does it seem like he's rushing his shot a
Yeah,
little
it
bit?
does, yep. Winchesky in the right corner to set. He's going to fire for 3. That one too strong. Weak side rebound by Kaiser. He falls over. Here's a 3 from the high left side as Morgan Nygaard knocks down a 3.
5th point for him, and just all kinds of time. Took his time, found the laces.
22-21.
That's a 9-0 run.
Yep, here's Brady Dahl. Gets it off to Schaefer. 2:33 left to play, opening half. Dahl crosses over, gets in the lane. Now kicks it Trahan. Left side 3, short into the hands of Brady Dahl. Drops it off Doppler. Doppler shot fake, and they're going to get a foul. That's going to go against the set.
You know, one thing I'm a little bit surprised, too, is they don't get Doppler posting up a little bit. You know, we've watched him a number of games. He's got some great inside moves. And with Erickson out there, nobody right now wants to get in the block.
Yeah, exactly. 22-21. Magi lead by a point on our BNC Bank scoreboard.
Doppler 5 rebounds, 6 points so far in this game.
Doppler ties it at 22.
Schaefer's got 6 for the Patriots. Dissett 9 to lead the Magicians.
Second one, that one too strong for Anthony. Tipped out into the hands of Burst.
They're going to call that on Dissett. Yeah, it's Dissett. That was good hustle by Dahl, trying to go get that offensive rebound, and Dissett kind of had a hold of him. They said he pulled him down, so Dahl's, boy, good minutes for him off the bench.
Yeah, Conklin comes in to settle, sit down.
2 personals.
Yep. So he's got 2. Erickson's got 3 for Century. Brady Dahl, free throw rolls off for Brady Dahl. Back come the Magi, tied at 22. Nygaard looks up high to Conklin. Now he goes Gunville out by the timeline. Here's Conklin. They fall back off of him, and that one's going to be a 3. It's going to be short, but that's going to be off of Tyler Burst's foot out of bounds. It'll go to Minot High, stay with Minot High.
Boy, Minot, they are throwing up a lot of 3s. I think of where they are in the season. 376. They're about the same as the Patriots in terms of putting up 3s for the game. So you're talking about averaging.
And Brady Dahl is going to get another foul.
But shoot about 20 a game. 3s.
Here's Martinez spins in the lane, shot fake, nowhere to go. Now kicks to Conklin. Now Gunville. Now to Wentz. Wentz spins in the lane, turns, fires, shot rolls off, rebounded Doppler. He gets it off the burst, minute 40 to play.
What do you think this tempo
opening
favors?
Half. Boy, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I can't figure it out.
Century's averaging 80, but
Burst. Attacks on Martinez. Shot comes off short. Rebound to the Magi. Here's Nygaard. Gunville catch, fire 3. That one's going to be off into the hands of Brady Dahl.
Well, between Schaefer and Gunville, shy is not in their vocabulary.
Now they got Doppler on the block on Conklin. Operates down low, spins, double up. Fall away shot by Anthony, no good. And they're going to get Schaefer on the backside.
Good box out on the weak side by Jalen Martinez. Both guys 5, or they have Schaefer at 6'1". Martinez just 5'9", but hey, when you get in front of the guy and make it that much harder for him to get that rebound.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Here's a shot by Wentz. No good. Rebound comes off to Century. Doppler's going to attack in the paint. Cut off there. Now gets off to Hinderer. Kicks left corner. Trahan. He fires for three. That one's short. Rebound to Wentz. Poked away by Doppler. Schaefer. Doppler gets it back. Good D by Wentz. Doppler leans in off the window and scores it. Does Anthony Doppler.
Gathered himself strong there, Scott, then went up strong against Wentz. Wentz did not want to pick up a personal foul. He doesn't have any.
24-22. 22 seconds to play in the half. Wentz skips it left side. Kaiser. Now back to Martinez. Martinez attacks on burst. Kicks left corner. Here's Kaiser. Fires left corner three. That one too strong. Trahan the rebound. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Schaefer leans in. Lets one fly. Ooh, that one just rolls off. And that's going to end the opening half of play here from Minot Olson Gymnasium. On the BNC Bank scoreboard at the break, it's Century 24. Minot High 22. We'll come back. Our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show next. You're listening to West Region Basketball on the PSP Network.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Ware attacks. There's a takeaway by Eagle Staff. Eagle Staff on the open floor rises up. Oh, the one-handed rip by Trayson Eagle Staff.
Doppler gave a little bit of a look on that one, and then he went in and just whammed it with the right hand.
Oh, Eagle Staff with the rip.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Welcome back to Minot Olson Gymnasium as we are at halftime. Welcome inside our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show. Do you have the right financial advisor to help you reach your goals? Ameriprise advisors can create a personalized goal-based plan to help you prepare for whatever life brings so you can feel more confident about your financial future. Call Legacy Financial Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, at 701-232-8886. Chuck? I guess the one thing you and I probably didn't talk about at the start of this one is what kind of a pace of game would this be? And I guess I probably, when we were talking, I wouldn't have guessed it had been 24-22 at the break if you'd asked me for a halftime score.
Well, when you look at their stats, Century's averaging 80 points a game. That's number 2 in the West region. Minot's 74. That's number 3. So from the offensive output, you'd say, hey, this is going to be up and down. But then you go back down and you take a look at the defense in terms of Minot High only giving up 58 points a game. And from a defensive perspective, that's number 1. And then Century at 61.8 is number 2. So you're like, okay, what's holding out? Well, the defense right now is what's winning, and both teams playing tremendous defense, but neither team's shooting very well. And now, is that because of the defense, or is it because just poor shooting? Minot High seems to be jacking up a lot of threes to me, and they've thrown up a lot of brick threes. And some of the shots the Patriots have made have seemed to me have been forced. But I think it's because of the defense that the Patriots, or that Minot's been playing against Century inside. They just have not had any good looks. So, I mean, it's an exciting game. Obviously, 24-22. Holy cow, you got, back and forth, where if you look at, there was six lead changes in the first half and 1, 2, 3 ties. So that's pretty close.
Yeah, it certainly is. And as we said, Erickson sat most of that first half with those 3 fouls. And Dissette, he had to come out as he had just 2 personal fouls in that first half as well. As we are at halftime, where on the BNC Bank scoreboard at the break, Century leads the Magi 24-22. Our Legacy Financial Planners have pregame halftime show rolls on with more after this timeout as you're listening to West Region Basketball on the PSP Network. Back at halftime as our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show rolls on with more, as I think my partner, it looks like he's trying to break down a little bit of wrestling going on in the eastern half of the state. But before he finishes that up, he's going to give you a look at the halftime numbers. Here's Chuck.
All right, thanks, Scott. Close game throughout this basketball game. The biggest lead of the game is 8 points, as the Patriots were up 21-13. Then Minot came back with a 9-0 run to tie it at 22. But for the Magicians, they were led in scoring by the 9 of Derek Dissette, as he also had 3 rebounds. He got a 3 and 3 twos for his 9 points. Morgan Nygaard.
See, I'm used to being on one.
I get that. Morgan Nygaard had 5 points in the first half, and then a host of Magicians with 2 each. That's Jalen Martinez, Eric Wentz, but Eric Wentz has 6 rebounds. Jack Kaiser off the bench, and Grayson Schaefer, the freshman, with 2. So the 9 of Dissette, the 5 of Nygaard, and the 2 each for Martinez, Wentz, Kaiser, and Schaefer for their 22 total. For the Patriots, Anthony Doppler has 9 points and 6 rebounds in the first half, 6 for Isaiah Schaefer, as he was 4 for 5 from the free throw line and had 1 other bucket. 3 points by Connor Trahan, and then Tyler Burst, Drew Kemple, and Ryan Erickson with 2 fouls, or two fouls. I was getting ahead of myself. 2 free throws. The foul trouble, that is the difference, as Ryan Erickson has 3 personal fouls. Brady Dahl has a couple for the Patriots. Erickson sat the last 5 minutes and 31 seconds, and when he went out, it was 21-13, the Patriots. So obviously that made a difference with him not in the basketball game. Then on the other side, Dissette, Conklin, and Schaefer all have 2 personal fouls for the Magicians. 24-22, the Patriots lead at half.
Yes, they do. As we can tell you, coming up on the PSP Network, as we're going to have coming up tomorrow night, Todd Domeries, Perry Hansen will be over in Mandan, as Century goes over to take on the Mandan Braves. West Region Hockey on the air as well. Also, that will be on Saturday, West Region Hockey as well. And then coming up next week, we'll round out our regular season as we'll have Minot at Century right here in a girls basketball matchup at 7:30. And we'll have that one for you. Also, Region 5 or Region 6 girls basketball will be on the air. Scotty Cattell will have the call for you of that one as we inch closer and closer to state tournament time on the basketball side. The regular season ends next Tuesday, and we'll have it all covered for you from Region 5 and Region 6 boys basketball, Region 6 girls basketball, State Girls B. We're going to have, we're awarded, PSP is going to have wall-to-wall coverage of the West Region tournament for you, of audio and video from the Bismarck Event Center. And then we'll follow that with the State Class A, audio only, the State Class B. So a lot of basketball left, my friend.
You got that right. And before we get back to basketball, I mean, wrestling is cool. We've got a chance to cover one wrestling match this year with the Patriots.
You know, I can't even, I don't know. I mean, I guess you got to go to WWE if I want to give you a name of a wrestling handle. You know, and I know you called wrestling, you know. I mean, you know, you can look at basketball and you can talk Marv Albert and guys like that. Football, you can talk Joe Buck and guys like that. But wrestling, I think you got to go inside the WWE, big fella, to give you a handle on that one, huh?
I don't know, but it's, you know, you put as much prep time as I know I did, and I've been a wrestling fan my whole life. And so they got some interest in these two teams where, as in the finals, in 126, Gabe Mortensen of Minot, so he's in the finals at 126. At 132, Caden Dakota for Century. He'll be in the finals. Victor Garcia at 138 for Minot. And then we got a little Minot and Bismarck High at 220 where Isaiah Hoos trying to go for his third consecutive championship, but he's going against Caden Tumbo, or Tumbow of Minot in the 220. So, hey, you got three guys from Minot in the finals. So, Minot, they're not just a basketball town.
Nope.
They got a good quality wrestling program, the like. So, hopefully, some of those wrestling fans were tuning in tonight, watching their cohort Minot team, the boys here. I'm sure there's some wrestling kids who are big fans of the basketball team. Hopefully they're listening in tonight.
Yeah, well, we inch near the start of the second half as you've been listening to our Legacy Financial Planners halftime show. We'll be back with the second half after this timeout right here on the PSP Network.
Thanks for buying some room.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
Back at Lynette Olson Gymnasium, Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey with you on the PSP Network. Century will have the basketball to start the second half of play. Here's Doppler controls up high. It comes off a stagger screen. They lob down low. Erickson catch. Layup, rolls around and goes in.
Well, right away, you pound it into the big guy. Our key to the game earlier is get it to the big guy. I like it how he got in the post. They called a play for him, and he delivered.
26-22, Century by 4 on the other end. Here's Wentz, attack, shot fake, leans in. Oh, nice block there by Trahan, and he rips it away from Wentz.
I don't know if Trahan came off the floor, Scott. That's why I think he missed a couple of his threes because the legs were a little tired. Playing a little defense today.
Well, he got Erickson in the air as here's Burst comes up high to Erickson. Guarded by Conklin. Erickson taken away by Set. Clear the runway. Derek to Set. Rise up and send it home. Double D with a flush for the Magi.
And it almost seems like it's old hat for him. That's about the fifth different dunk I've seen him on this year already, and that was just a gentle one-hander.
Yeah, he's got 11. They lob inside, taken away by Nygaard. Good weak side defense there by Morgan. He comes back the other way on the bounce, hounded by Burst. Gets it off to Gunville. Gunville nowhere to go in the lane. Now to Set. Dissett, ooh, quick move there in the paint. Rises up, shot up and good for Derek Dissett.
Well, Dissett's cranking it up, double figures with 13 points. Just a crossover, head shoulder fake, jump in the air from at 10 feet.
We're tied at 26. Down low, Erickson, catch, turn off the window and scored it to Ryan Erickson.
Well, you're going to get a steady diet of 52 on the block today, and they're going to have to do something to block some out. But, hey, the bigs all have 2 personal fouls for Minot.
Yep, 28-26, Century back by 2. Here's Wentz. Conklin. Now to Gunville. Gunville, ooh, got away with one. And what are they going to get there?
Well, they're going to call Doppler for the push-off, and Doppler thinks that he is the one who got pushed, and he ended up pushing the set, and then he ran right over the top of Schaefer, who drew the offensive charge. Unfortunately, the foul was before, and he's like, man, I just laid out. I got knee in the groin. I'm on my back for nothing.
28-26. Lob out high to Dissett. Dissett attacks on Doppler, leaned in. Oh, that's going to be a travel, yep. Good defense there. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Medicine Shop of Bismarck. They're proud to support local athletics. The Medicine Shop offers free delivery. You can get your flu shot at the Medicine Shop. Reminder, we'll have our Jobbers Moving and Storage moving the game. Also, our Sport Clips MVP. That will all be heard inside the Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Right corner 3, Schaefer rolls around, comes off. Erickson. And it's going to be off Conklin. And, ooh, Erickson, that was pretty gutsy there, was it not, underneath?
Well, you're right. I mean, he had good position underneath to get that offensive rebound. They're going to reset the shot clock.
As Doppler gets it into Erickson, down low to Doppler. On the set, ooh, baby hook with the left hand is no good. Quick move there by Anthony. It rolls off, comes back to the Magi. Gunville now, Wentz around the wheel, Nygaard. Nygaard up high between the rings, Gunville. Gunville to Nygaard. Nygaard gets in the lane, rises up, point blank range, hits the back iron, and rolls in for Morgan Nygaard.
Turned the corner on Isaiah Schaefer and just kind of used his physical power a little bit on him, use that left shoulder to lean into him.
Kemple in the ball game now for Century. 15-16 left to go in the ball game. On the BNC Bank scoreboard, we're tied at 28. Here's Kemple with it. Kemple looks inside Erickson. He's doubled up. Erickson battling down low. Now dribbles it out, now finds Doppler the baseline. He turns, fires a corner 3, no good. Kemple the rebound on the weak side, and
Yeah, they're going to get a call, I think, on Conklin, Scott, as what a great hustle by Erickson. He came all the way across from the three-point line on the strong side as he's the one who passed it to Doppler. And then he came all the way down, got that offensive rebound, got his legs cut out from underneath him by Logan Conklin, his 3rd personal foul, and then he had the tree fall on top of him. Erickson's okay because he had a cushion. Unfortunately, it was the face of Logan Conklin.
Here's Doppler on the post on the set. He's doubled up. Finds Trahan. Then we're going to get a blocking foul. Is going to go against Nygaard.
Good ball movement inside of Doppler, posting up, and Doppler got double teamed. Weak side, kind of a little diagonal pass over to Trahan.
Doppler will trigger it in. He does so to Erickson. Back to Doppler. He turns, fires for 2. That one rolls off into the hands of Gunville. There was a poke away by Doppler. He thought it was off the set, but to no avail.
You can talk as long as you got a smile on your face.
Inbound it to Nygaard. 14:42 to play. Here's Schaefer. Grayson Schaefer has it. Ooh, Kemple almost had a pick there. Here's Schaefer. He's wide open for 3. He's going to fire one. Too strong. Hits the basket stanchion and rolls off. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northern-plains.com. As Trahan, high post to Erickson. He kicks left wing, Schaefer. Schaefer comes off a pick. Nice dump pass to Erickson on the baseline. He goes right corner. One more pass to Hinder. Hinder attacks. Hinder rises up. Tough shot. Erickson the rebound. Oh, wow.
Well, it was a box out by Dissett. Okay, he was on the inside. Dissett didn't even jump. He was on the box out. I mean, and Erickson goes up to get the offensive rebound. He's saying he got walked in from behind. The official underneath also had a call, but they did not look at each other. This one official just said, hey, nope, I got it. It's 52. So he'll go out, and Coach Mattern is complaining to the other officials saying, hey, what did you have? And he just said, hey, I didn't have anything because he called it. So it doesn't matter. 4 personal fouls. That's 13:58 at a tie ball game, and he's out.
Here's Wentz attacks. Wentz leans in off the window and scores it.
Timeout by Mattern.
Yeah, Hubbard International Insurance. Timeout on the floor. Call Hubbard International Insurance today for all your personal and business insurance needs. You can call them at 355-3100. 13:49 to go on the ball game on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's the Magi 30, the Century 29. Back with more from Minot Century Gymnasium after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Well, Darren Matter not happy there as
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I looked at it. I mean, it was hard for us to tell if it was vertical or not from our perspective, so you got to go with the official on that call.
Here's Dahl, skips it right side to Hinder. Hinder looks inside. Doppler skips it across to Trahan. He loses it, saves it into the hands of Nygaard. Here comes Minot High. Nygaard attacks right down Broadway. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Hinder. Here's the lead pass to Trahan. Trahan brings it back out wisely, leaves it for Schaefer, down low to Doppler. Doppler, top of the key. Hinder, straightaway 3. Bingo!
Yeah, nice look by Doppler. Double teamed inside again. He's got great vision. Faked the pass in the corner, found a wide open Hinder on the trail.
Century up 31-30. Back with his Nygaard for Century. For Minot High, backdoor pass Winchesky in the corner to Set. He's going to fire for 3, in and out. Rebound run down by Hinderer. Up the near side, Doppler. Doppler thought about it, now back to Hinderer. Now to Schaefer. Schaefer catch. He fires for 3. That one rolls off. Doppler attacks the tin. Good hustle there by Dahl. And it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go to Minot High. Remember, our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is located at South 3rd Street. It is the home to MVP haircut experience. Sport Clips brings you this game's MVP. 12:35 to play, a 1-point lead for Century on the BNC Bank scoreboard, 31-30. Schaefer, around the wheel they go. Here's Wentz. Between the legs, loses it, now regains possession. Now up to Gunville. Gunville has it poked away. It's going to be off his foot, out of bounds. Good defense there by Century to go back to the team in white.
Lightning quick hands by, I think it was either Dahl or Hinder, had reached in as they helped off from the wing, tapped it off the foot of Gunville.
Oh, and then Brady Dahl loses it out of bounds, and those are the possessions you cannot afford to have. We'll also have our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game. Tonight's Move of the Game sponsored by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, and Fargo. And Aberdeen, find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Martinez checks in.
Grayson Schaefer also in.
Here's Gunville in the right wing. Clears some space there against Schaefer. Dissett, guarded by Doppler. Dissett in the lane. Nowhere to go, gets it off Gunville. Now Gunville tied up. One more pass, Martinez. He goes on the left baseline, rise up and scores it, this Jalen Martinez.
Ball fake, rip, 2 bounces, 15-footer.
32-31, Magi back up by 1, 11:40 to play. Here's Hinder. Schaefer with it. Schaefer goes baseline, and he loses it. Good D by Gunville, and way to keep, Brady Dahl. Good hustle play there. Trahan gets in the lane. Trahan rises up. That one rolls over the front iron and goes in for Connor Trahan, and he's got 5.
Yeah, Trahan, I like it that he finally got himself off that three-point line. Get yourself into the lane. He's 6'4". He got a smaller guy guarding him.
Martinez, top of the key, Winchesky. Eric goes baseline, leans in. Tough shot off the glass and scored it, does Eric Winchesky.
Yeah, good take. Minot loves to take guys off the dribble, and Winchesky, what a good finish there, too, falling down off the glass.
Schaefer gets in the lane, dumps it down low to Dahl. Dahl nowhere to go, now to Trahan. Trahan goes baseline left, cut off there, back to Doppler. Doppler rises up, 15-footer, rolls around, comes off, and into the hands of Eric Winchesky. Here comes Dissett. Dissett rises up, right side, scored, and he's fouled.
Dissett getting fired up. Doppler didn't think he fouled him as Doppler was right in the grill of Dissett. Such a quick leaper. 6 points this second half, 15 of the game for Dissett.
Doppler gets his second. That'll be Century's third team foul. I stand corrected. So Dissett at the line for the old-fashioned three-point play to give his team a 4-point lead, and free throws up and good for Derek.
We've had 12 lead changes and 4 ties in this game tonight.
37-33, Minot High by 4. Burst works it up the floor for Century. He's going to attack on Conklin. Nothing there, now to Schaefer. Hinder, left corner Trahan. Now to Burst. Now Hinder. Century being deliberate. And there's a steal. Wentz got it. Wentz in the open floor. Stops. Drops it off to Winchesky. Now back to Wentz. Skips it. Cross court, Martinez. Martinez rise up, left elbow, jumper, too strong. Weak side rebound comes down to Trahan.
Trahan's going to earn some hot tub time after this game.
Yeah.
He's playing hard.
Here's Burst, beats his man to the 10, rises up and scores it off the window. Does Burst.
Burst getting his first start of the year. 4 points for him as he goes hard to the baseline.
37-35, Minot High by 2. Here's Martinez on the skip from Wentz. Now to Winchesky. Wentz thought about it. Now he's going to step back, fire for 3, and got it.
Finally gets a 3 to go, and he's screaming, let's go.
And Wentz buries a 3, and we've got a Hub International Insurance timeout on the floor. Call 355-3100. Ask for Michael Borman for your commercial insurance needs in the BNC Bank scoreboard. 9:26 to go. In the ballgame, it's the Magi 40 and Century 35. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Well, Doppler has it swatted away on one end as timeout got a little short there. As Dissett on the other end, up off the window and scored it. Does Derek Dissett, and look out.
Yeah. How long do you leave Erickson out of the game? I mean, from his inside presence to his defensive inside presence, making a huge difference tonight.
42-35. Wentz a little fired up there. Here's Kemple with it.
He's going to call a foul somewhere underneath, I think. Is that what it is?
Gunville gets called for the foul, third team foul. Now Erickson comes in, 8:37 to play.
So 8:37. That's a lot of minutes to play with 4 personal fouls.
42-35. Century leads on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 8:37 to go in the ball game. Erickson gets it, attacks the basket, and scores it. Ryan Erickson right off the bench, and he dumps 2.
Well, to me, he's got to have a big 9 minutes right here for the Patriots.
Martinez loses it. Schaefer picks up, saves it to Burst. Here comes Burst. Doppler baseline, cut off there. Trying to dribble out of there. Now he does. Slows it down. Doppler works on Wentz. Right corner, Erickson. He's going to catch, fire for 3, misses everything. And they're going to say Doppler was out of bounds. Backed into was good defense on the baseline by Wentz. What were you talking about start of the game?
2 threes attempts by Erickson, 2 air balls. Get him inside, big fella. 6'10". Get your butt in the post. They can't stop you.
Here's the set back with it for the Magi. Crosses over, spins. Ball poked away into the hands of Nygaard. Nygaard now leaves it Conklin. Conklin has it poked away by Doppler. Gets it back, turns, fires, shot up and good.
And Erickson not even close to contesting that one. He just stayed way off him. Good shot inside by Conklin, his first bucket of the game.
Minot by 7, 44-37. Here's Doppler with it. Doppler hands off Schaefer. He's been quiet tonight, Isaiah has. Now he's on the bounce, kicks right corner. Here's Burst, shot fake. Lean double clutch shot, rolls around, scored, and he's fouled. Burst the hoop and the harm.
Fakes the 3-point attempt where he's only taken 8 the entire season. Minot closed out on him, and just a great take to the lane. Hung in the air, showed his athletic ability, was able to get the basket to go.
44-39, that foul goes on to Set. That's 3 on him. 7:25 to play is Burst at the line. Free throw on its way, rolls around and goes in.
Burst making the most of his start at 7 points tonight.
Century's cut the lead down to 4. Here's Nygaard. Nygaard controls, guarded by Kemple, the freshman. They enter it left wing to Wentz. He comes off a screen, turns the corner, rises up, 15-footer, too strong. Rebound to Set. Out of nowhere to Set, leans in, goes up, turns, misses it. Rebound comes down. Erickson kept it alive into the hands of Schaefer. A lot of banging down there.
Almost got his 5th foul on that head and shoulder fake by Dissett.
Yep, as Schaefer wants a screen. Doesn't get it, and I believe they're going to get Gunville. Yep. So Jager Gunville gets his 3rd.
And these teams have been playing great defense without fouling, too. Only 5 team fouls for Minot, 3 for the Patriots, and we're already, under 7 minutes to go in the game.
6:44 left to play the ball game. A 4-point lead for the Magi. Doppler attacks, baseline, rises up and scores it. Tough shot there by Anthony Doppler.
He gets in a double figures. Yeah, you fade away from 15 with Dissett, one of the best defenders in the state, in his face.
Here's a steal by Schaefer. Schaefer, layup, and we're tied at 44.
Speedy Schaefer completely reading that cross-court pass.
And Century goes on a little bit of a run. Here's Nygaard. He gets it off to Wentz in the left wing. He comes off a screen. Does Wentz, gets in the lane, leans in, shot up and good for Eric Wentz.
7 for Wentz to go along with 7 rebounds.
46-44. Doppler runs it in the front court. Gets it off Erickson, hand back, Doppler. Doppler now to Kemple.
Yeah, they got to be a hold underneath as Erickson and I couldn't see who's
Wentz.
On Wentz. Wentz trying to draw that foul on Erickson, and Erickson's he runs all the way out of the floor.
I wonder what happened there.
He took off running like he had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he did.
I watched him run. I could see him from here, and he was clearly running in the hallway, so hopefully he's okay.
They inbounded out high to Kemple to the Patriots, 46-44. Magi by 2. Tyler Burst controls, gets it to Doppler. Doppler rises up for 3. That one rolls off. Rebound comes down to Wentz.
I don't know if I like that shot.
Wentz, he's going to attack, and they're going to get some. And we're going to have a Hubbard National Insurance timeout on the floor as Dean Winchesky wants to talk it over. Hubbard National Insurance located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in Northwest Bismarck. On the BNC Bank scoreboard, timeout on the floor. 5:36 to go. It's the Magi 46, Century 44. Back with more after this timeout. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Chuppy Clinic. Chuppy Clinic offers more than basic adjustments of the spine. Chuppy Clinic is concerned about the overall health and wellness of each patient and offer care and services to meet the greater demands of current health needs. Find them online at chuppy.com. 46-44, Century trails by 2.
I do have one score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Okay. Bismarck High leads Turtle Mountain 50-39 at half.
Okay. St. Mary's up in Watford City.
Trying to effort some more scores, but there's, with all the activity going on between West Region hockey and wrestling, that they're dominating Twitter airwaves.
Social media.
Yep.
Wentz controls for the Magi. Gets it off the set. The set goes baseline, cut off by Doppler, spins. Oh, nice no-look pass to Conklin. Wow. He loses it out of bounds, and it'll go back to Century, and Minot's going to apply a little token half-court pressure.
And he was wide open for a layup there, Scott.
Yes, he was. And now Erickson back from his hospitality break or whatever that was.
We're going to say he got his ankle taped.
Yeah. Kemple, corner to Trahan. Trahan, he's going to go baseline on Conklin. He's going to rise up all the way, shot, rolls around, and comes off. That was down.
Yeah.
Here comes Wentz, angles middle of the floor. Wentz, step through move, layup, got it.
Wentz rebound on one side, back to the other way. Wentz gets a layup, so 9 points for him and 8 rebounds.
Now Darren Madden wants a timeout. It's a Hubbard National Insurance timeout on the floor. Hubbard National Insurance. Call Hubbard National Insurance today for all of your personal and business insurance needs. 4:49 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It is the Magi 48, Century 44. Back after this timeout.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Thanks for buying some room.
Well, we'll see what Darren Mattern drew up in that timeout as they hand off to Schaefer. Off the inbound, Schaefer, he's going to fire for 3. That was in and out. Rebound to Erickson into the hands of Trahan. Shot clock reset. Here's Burst. In the corner, Erickson. Erickson thought about it behind the back. Erickson, shot. Oh, boy.
She's over for Erickson. I mean, he was screaming for the ball outside the three-point line, and when he caught it, he put it behind his back and dribbled into traffic and ran right over a Minot defender. It's not a smart play. I mean, not a smart play by him, but a great play by, I couldn't see who drew the defense or the foul, if it was Nygaard or who. So 4:29 when he fouls out. 8 points. And 1 rebound I had him.
Yeah, delay of game was issued. Now we got a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here as reminder, we'll have our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com And also tonight's game brought to you in part by Tires Plus. When shopping for Tires Plus, when shopping for tires, shop Tires Plus. All brands under one roof at the guaranteed lowest price, and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. You can't go wrong with Tires Plus. Visit them online at TiresPlusND.com.
Also on the BNC Bank scoreboard, the St. Mary's over Watford City. They're about 30 up with about 5 minutes to go in that game, so they'll even their record at 9-9.
As Nygaard works it up the floor, hounded by Burst, they give it off to Dessette. He goes baseline. Dessette rises up, uses the window, and scores it.
I mean, he's so good. He gets by Doppler. Defense comes over, and he just pulls up from the block and hits the bank shot.
50-44. Minot high by 6. 4:05 left to play here in the ball game. Doppler, top of the key, guarded by Dessette. Now comes near side to Burst. Burst to Schaefer. Doppler wanted it down low. Schaefer works on Winchesky. 7 to shoot. Here's Burst. Gets in the lane. Doppler wide open straight away 3. It rolls off. Rebound comes down to Wentz. Poked out of bounds there by Trahan. 50-44. Magi by 6.
Wentz just continues to do the little things, get those rebounds, get the tough baskets on offense.
Dessette left wing 3, follows his shot, rebound, poked by Dahl into the hands of Doppler. Back comes the Patriots, trailing by 6 at 50-44. Here's Brady Dahl, looks inside to Doppler. Doppler now gets it on Dessette. Turns, baseline, fires, shot up and good for Anthony Doppler.
Dessette stayed off him, and Doppler finally got a chance, uncontested, to hit a 15-foot look.
50-46. Here's Dessette. Dessette, step through move. Left-handed layup, no good. The follow's up and good for Derek Dessette.
Yeah, he went right around Dahl, who tried to draw the offensive foul. Didn't get the first finish with the left hand, but was right there for the putback.
52-46. Good reverse dribble there by Burst. And they're going to get a reach in by Wentz. Third personal on Wentz. 7th team foul.
Dessette's doing what he always does, score points, finishing. Got 6 buckets this second half, leading everybody with 21 points.
So now the Patriots will be in the bonus, and they're going to have to make some free throws. Burst free throws up and good.
Tyler Burst shooting 67% from the free throw line. 2 of 2 today, 8 points.
Makes it 52-47. Burst will have another one. Sets it, delivers it, and got it. 52-48 as Burst knocks them both down. What a game he's had.
Just a battle. Keep in mind, if you just joined us, William Ware not played today, got a concussion, might be out until the West Region tournament.
As Dessette backs in, goes right around Doppler and goes up and scores it. As Dessette is a one-man wrecking crew right now.
And this is what I was talking about, Scott, is Dessette against Legacy. He took over down the stretch, and today he's doing the same thing, saying, get me the ball, clear the runway, I got it.
And Doppler comes up short. Rebound to Wentz. Minot high by 6 at 54-48. Here's Wentz in the front court. Here's Nygaard. Nygaard attacks, stops, rises up, scores it. So Minot High getting a lot of easy looks at the hoop, Chuck.
Well, Century's kind of overplaying. They're being aggressive defensively, and I just like where Minot, they're turning, they're seeing an opening, and they've got different guys just attacking the basket. Conklin, Nygaard that time.
56-48. Century trails by 8, 1:49 to play. Here's Schaefer. Schaefer attacks in the lane, goes up. No call there, and it's going to be off. Schaefer out of bounds.
He went right at Dessette. Now, Dessette got hit in the noggin, maybe in the schnoz a little bit with the elbow, inadvertent elbow by Schaefer, but I like the no call by the official because good position by Dessette right in the middle of the floor.
And now they're going to get Burst. A little riding time there. 4th team foul on Century. Magi by 8. Winner of this one gains sole possession of first place in the West Region. Nygaard loses it. Now Wentz picks it up. Wentz in the lane. Wentz turns, throws one up. Rebound comes down to Trahan. Minute 23 to play, and now they're going to get Nygaard.
You got to be careful. Nygaard, you can't complain at this point in time because the last thing you want is any technical. Nygaard couldn't believe it. He thought he was playing just tremendous defense.
And then Nygaard gives his hand a look.
He's had a good game tonight.
Yeah, he has.
9 points for him, just played great defense.
Schaefer knocks down the free throw.
Schaefer's been held in check. I mean, he's had different guys. Wincheski's been in his grill. He's had Nygaard a little bit.
And Isaiah gets them both.
Double figures now at 10.
56-50. Desette controls. Desette finds Nygaard. Saved into the hands of Dahl. Or no. Dahl by Schaefer. Here comes Century. Doppler. Pull up three, no good. Rebound to Dahl. Dahl one bounce, goes up. Dahl misses it. Rebound tipped around into the hands of who? Conklin comes out of there with it. Under a minute to go. Wincheski. Here's Wentz. Now Wincheski, and they foul Wincheski in the backcourt. Or what do we got? Did we get a timeout?
He doesn't want a timeout. He was only calling a timeout to help it. And he said, no, I don't want a timeout now. That was a big miss. First, it was kind of a quick shot by Doppler. I don't think you needed a 27-foot three, but good rebound by Dahl, but he just could not finish.
56-50. Minot leads by 6, 53.1 to play as Trahan gets called for the foul. And that'll be the 5th or 6th team foul. They inbound it to Wincheski, and he's going to be fouled by Schaefer.
Well, they were hot to foul Wincheski. Wincheski's a 66% free throw shooter, 27 of 41. See, they got Desette 71%. Gunville, who just came in, is only 45. He would have been the guy to foul. Nygaard 51.
Wincheski at the line, free throw too strong. Rebound, here comes Century. Up the right side, Schaefer attacks, nowhere to go, but now backs it out. Now Schaefer rises up, 15-footers up and good for Isaiah. Quick timeout there for Darren Mattern. It leads down to 4.
I like how he didn't force a three on that one. You know, recognize, hey, we got time. There's a number of possessions left.
Full timeout on the floor, 41.9 to go. The Magi 56, Century 52. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Well, 4-point lead for Minot High, 56-52. As Gunville will inbound it, he does to Desette. And they trip. Ooh, ball was poked away. They could have may have got a steal there as they're going to foul Derek Desette. He will go to the free throw line.
Desette, 71% free throw shooter. Shot the most free throws, 64 of 90 coming into this game.
39.8 to play.
Weird that it's his first free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah.
So you go to a little offense, defense. You'll take out Wincheski, and you put in the taller Conklin at 6'4". Did you expect anything different?
Nope.
I'm going to go on a limb and say he's going to be a first-team All-Stater.
That's a short limb. Yeah, Desette, calm, cool, and collective as he buries them both. And we've got another timeout on the floor as Dean Wincheski, we'll keep it right here, just a 30-second timeout. This timeout brought to you by Hub International Insurance. Contact your local Hub agents, Leif Olson and Josh Cattell, for your personal insurance needs. Hub International Insurance, a 6-point lead for the Magi at 58-52. Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmans, reminder tomorrow we'll be back with you with some basketball action. 50 Century will be over in Mandan. And
speaking of Century and Mandan, the Century girls up 22 over Mandan with 6 minutes left in that game.
Yeah, and at last report, Legacy was defeating Century in hockey as well, too. So we'll try to get an update for you on that one. Here come Century. They got to go quick as they set a high screen for Doppler. Doppler, baseline jumper, rolls off. Rebound Gunville, and Gunville's going to be fouled immediately.
Well, tried for the quick 2 off a high pick. He had a good look from the baseline, couldn't get it, and nice rebound on the weak side by Jagger Gunville. He hasn't scored, Scott, averaging 7 a game, and had a quiet game. Obviously really quiet, but chance to hit a couple big free throws.
Yeah, after 2 periods, this is 17 minutes ago, Legacy leads Century 2-1. Free throw by Gunville. Oh, that's too strong. Rebound to the Pats. Here's Schaefer. Schaefer, he's going to throw one up, and that was 3/4 of the way down. Kept alive by Trahan. Here's Burst with it. Burst, he throws one up. That's ball loose. Here's Doppler with it. He turns, he fires. He can't get it. Rebound to Wentz, 14 seconds, 12. And that should probably do it with 12.3 to play.
Boy, again, you make one there. Foul, they miss a free throw, but just good defense, tough looks. Schaefer had a long 3, Scott, and he had 2 guys in his face, but he almost made it.
Almost made it.
He did, and then, Doppler got the rebound. He had a tough look.
Free throw by Wentz is no good.
Wentz trying to get a double-double. He makes his second one. He'll have 10 points. I got him with 11 rebounds.
Second one by Eric is up, and that one is good. 59-52. And shot, that one hit the stanchion with 6.6 to play. So Minot High is going to go on the road, and they are going to knock off the Century Patriots here tonight by a score of 59-52. As that'll take us right into our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. 59-52. The Magi win one on the road against the Century Patriots. Here tonight, Chuck has made his way down to the playing floor. And he will get a few words with Dean Winchesky and also a player, I do believe. He's got Eric Wentz as well. And right now, let's go down on the court and Chuck Claremont. Chuck, take it away.
All right. Get my good side.
All right. Hey, what a battle, Coach. And 2 teams, 2 and 3 in scoring, 59-52.
Well, you've been around our league to watch Darren and our team. We pride ourselves on being able to guard. When it comes down to it at tournament time, you have to guard, you have to rebound, and I thought we did those things excellently today.
And speaking of tournament time, it's great having a game like this where it's tournament-like conditions. It's a battle all the way from the tip-off all the way to the end.
Yeah, and I thought our kids responded. We had some foul trouble, and I thought our kids played extremely hard, and we had some kids make some big plays. I thought Jalen Martinez gave us big minutes. I thought, I don't want to say my son, but he had a big basket and rebounded and guarded, and Derek was Derek. And, we got a lot to learn yet, but I'm extremely proud of our kids. Now we get 1 day of practice, and we're back at it.
Well, you got to talk about the defense, and your son, Eric included, as Schaefer, he struggled because you had guys in his face all game, and Eric was one of them.
Well, we're really fortunate. Jagger Gunville, I thought, did a really good job early, and him and Eric take a lot of pride in guarding, and, you don't always see that stuff in the box score, but we as coaches and people that know the game understand how important it is that they do that.
Then you get Erickson fouled out. Great job boxing out, doing whatever you can, going right at him, drawing those personal fouls, and that says a lot about your from defensive box out to your offensive guys going right at him and drawing those fouls.
Yeah, he's good. They got a lot of really good players, and the less that he gets to play is better for everybody. And he's a really talented young man, and he got some fouls and we got some breaks, and now we get to go get ready, like I said, for Saturday.
And having a guy like Dissett that's a closer, makes such a difference. Last year you had Martinez. This year you got somebody you can say, hey, clear the floor, give it to Derek.
You know, and that's such a luxury. And you know, I mean, when you have a kid like that wants it too, that wants that pressure, and you know, that's what everybody said last year about D was he's a closer. Well, I think Derek does a tremendous job, and like I said, I think when it came down to it, the closing was what we did defensively. Hold them to 52 is a heck of a job.
6 days later, you get to see him again.
Oh yeah, and I don't want to talk about that right now.
Good luck.
All right, thank you.
All right, Eric, step in here, man. What a game you had. I thought you played tremendous. I mean, a double-double tonight. Offensively, scored 10 points. Defensively, had you 11, 12 rebounds. I just felt quality game, both offense and defense tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And for you, talk about what you were doing tonight as you knew different roles, guarding guys, rebounding, scoring when you had to. How do you see yourself? Clearly, Derek sometimes takes the offensive credit, but tonight you had both offense and defensive credits.
Yeah, I mean, my stats might not always show up in the scoreboard, but I think I'm kind of like the team's facilitator, playmaker. I mean, I'm the senior, so I got to lock in both defense and offensively and let the younger kids know like how to set the tone.
And for you guys coming out tonight, you're playing against Century, #1 ranked team in the state of North Dakota. I mean, nobody fears anybody. You haven't got a chance to play these guys yet this year. What was your mindset coming into the game?
We always talk at practice, we don't care who's on the other side of the court. We got to worry about us. We have to do what we know we need to get a win. And it doesn't matter what team we're playing. As long as we take care of what we need to, we're going to get a win.
You guys got down 21-13 in the first half, but no panic. You came right back, a little 9-0 run to tie the game at 22.
Yeah, this is a young team, not a lot of returning players, but we're very poised. We know how to handle ourselves when we get in situations like that, and we just have to trust each other.
And how much pride do you take in leadership? Because I can tell out there you are definitely a leader on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, leading this team is everything. I'm a senior. Last year we had great senior leaders to set the tone, and now I'm just trying to continue that on and let kids know that if you're a senior at Minot High, you have to be able to work hard.
Not too much of a breath, as not even a week later you got to take these guys on again.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
All right, great job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great job. Well said, Eric Wentz. Back up to you, Scotty.
All right, Chuck Claremont, fine job as the Magi go on the road and knock off the #1 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, the Century Patriots, by a score of 59-52. As our planning team financial advisors post-game show rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Welcome back to Liddell Olson Gymnasium as this game has gone final 59-52. Century drops one here at home to the Minot High Magicians. You heard these two teams will get back at it again next Tuesday up in Minot, and it'll be interesting to see how that one pans out. Before that, both these two teams got a couple more games to play as Friday Century goes over to Mandan, and then Minot High has got to go on the road to take on Dickinson on Saturday. And then Century and Minot will do battle next Tuesday. And actually, that'll be the end of the regular season for Minot coming up. I'm sorry, that'll be the end of the regular season. For a look at the final game numbers, here's Chuck Claremont.
All right, thanks, Scott. For the Patriots, they had two guys in double figures. Anthony Doppler, good quality game at 9 the first half, 13 overall. Played as tough as he could defensively against Dissett, but Dissett's just so good. He finishes with 13. Isaiah Schaefer has 6 late, finishes with 12 points, 9 for Tyler Burst on his first start of the season, and he showed that, hey, he's a quality basketball player. That kid is a junior. He can start for a lot of teams in the state of North Dakota, finishes with 9 points, and just a good game for him. Ryan Erickson, just 8 points. I had him for 3, maybe 4 rebounds tonight. He fouled out with 4 minutes and 29 seconds. The score was 48-44, and he literally maybe played maybe a little more than half the game as he was in foul trouble the entire basketball game. So quiet game for the guy averaging a double-double, 16 points and 12 rebounds as he finishes with 8 points and 3 rebounds. 5 points for Connor Trahan, 3 for Trayton Hinderer, and 2 for the freshman Drew Kemple for their total of 52. For the Magi, Derek Dissett, he just was from the beginning to the end. Man, this kid was there throughout. 25 big points, including 10 down the stretch for him tonight. Made 1 3, the rest 2s from mid-range, inside, outside. He did it all. 25 points for the junior. 10 for Eric Wentz. I had him with 11 rebounds. 9 for Morgan Nygaard. Liked the game of the junior as he had 9 points in it and 3 two-point field goals, and also had a big 3 midway through that the first half. Jalen Martinez, you heard Coach Winchesky mention him as he had 4 points off the bench, and 2 each for Winchesky, Conklin, Kaiser, and Schaefer. And, he didn't want to talk about his kid, but, he should have, because Eric played good defense. He was the one guarding Isaiah Schaefer between him and Jaeger Gunville. Those two guys played, and Nygaard playing defense on Schaefer tonight and did, just a tremendous job. So you got to be proud of your kid, and, you just can say, hey, I like the game of Eric Winchesky, and he should have, as he finished with just 2 points, but played good job defensively. So they final score 59-52 at half. The Patriots were up 24-22, and then the game was tied at 28. It was also tied at 44. 5 ties tonight. We had 12-13 lead changes, so just a battle back and forth and a quality game. And what would you expect from number 1, the Century, against number 3 in the state of North Dakota, Minot Magicians?
Well, Chuck, a couple more things to do. We got to give out our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Be the MVP when you go to Sport Clips, or an MVP haircut experience. I think comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Sport Clips is located at 411 South 3rd Street in Bismarck. Chuck, your thoughts?
Well, our MVP of the game, to me, as good as Wentz played, all right, hey, absolutely. You got to give Derek Dissett the MVP of the game. This kid, had 5 or 6 rebounds, had 25 points, played tremendous defense tonight, and just, continue to show why he's one of the best basketball players in the state of North Dakota. Derek Dissett is our Sport Clips MVP of the game.
Well, Chuck, there you have it, and one more to go as we got to give out our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the game. Jobbers focus on the details of the process, but never losing sight of the big picture. Their efficient step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page and includes a comprehensive service of proactive checks, double checks, and ongoing communications that ensure attention to all details every step of the way. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Chuck, your thoughts on that?
Man, I was trying to think of, clearly the dunk is one thing that comes to mind with us, but in terms of a game changer, I was trying to think that second half, if I would remember what the bucket was when it was 44-44, and Minot came down, there was a 5th foul somebody got on. You call the box out on Derek Dissett where he got the 5th foul on Ryan Erickson? Maybe. Why not? It fouled out one of the best players in the state of North Dakota, and Ryan Erickson. And then from there, Minot just kept that lead at 4 points, and they're victorious 59-52. So let's give it to the box out from Derek Dissett on Erickson, drawing his 5th personal foul as our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game.
Well, Minot High moves to 16-2 in the WDA. Century drops to 15-3. As we said, these two teams will do battle once again coming up next Tuesday. Reminder, coming up on the PSP Network, you can catch the end of that Century Legacy hockey game. Tomorrow, Todd Domery's Perry Hansen will be over in Mandan. It'll be Century at Mandan tomorrow. Also, West Region Hockey on the PSP Network. Saturday, PSP Hockey as well. And then we'll round out our regular season broadcast coming up next Tuesday. Century and Minot High girls. That will be right here from Lynette Olson Gymnasium. Well, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight, as we certainly enjoyed bringing it to you across the PSP Network. Want to thank all of our sponsors, BNC National Bank, Hubbard National Insurance, also the Medicine Shop of Bismarck Tires Plus, Chuppy Clinic, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Legacy Financial Planners, also Sport Clips, Jobbers Moving and Storage, and also the Planning Team Financial Advisors, and all those other folks that you see throughout the ads on our broadcast.
Hey, think they can hear the music?
I can with my headsets
I think
on.
So. I think they can hear it in Minot.
Well, repeating our final, we can give you, I've got one final on the girls' side. Bismarck High defeated Turtle Mountain 88-44. The other one you had was
Century beat Mandan, and then also
and
St. Mary's over Turtle Mountain on the boys' side.
There you have it. So that's going to round out our scores for tonight. So for Chuck Claremont, repeating our final score here tonight, it was Minot High 59, Century 52. For Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey saying so long from Lynette Olson Gymnasium.